Round two. We're going to play first. Good hand. Real good one. We get to go turn 2 Blood Mad Vamp. Which is quite dirty. Basically, turn 2 Blood Mad Vamp plus draw a card. Which is real good. Oh, Thraben Inspector. I'm still going to do the Neonate play. Well, now the Blood Mad Vamp attack gets a lot better. So we're going to surprise out a Blood Mad Vampire at the end of our opponent's turn. Ah, Duskwatch Recruiter, you say. Card is quite good. No attacks. Huh. Alright. Well, there's the out to the recruiter. I don't think we need to remove it just yet. I think I'm going to be busting this rush of adrenaline anyway. Plus, then we get a counter on it. Perfect. Oh. Well, sounds good to me. Ah, Byway Courier. Well, you know, Declaration in Stone on that. Not so bad, since it's essentially the same thing, right? Kind of is. I'm not opposed to that. But I should probably just be willing to trade and get a spirit creature. Just cause. I think Declaration should be our ace in the hole for things we cannot deal with. So I think we're going to make a spirit and spit out a Neonate. All right. He's ready to bust those clues. Ah, Quilled Wolf. That's a good one. Let's see here. So if I attack with Neonate and they use Rush of Adrenaline, I still can only take out one guy. We're just going to swing with a Spirit. Play a Moorland Drifter. And pass. Still a ways away from... Well, we have instant sorcery. No attacks. So I'm assuming Silver Strike, perhaps? We'll find out. Pack Guardian's a pretty good card. So I think we are going to bust the Rush of Adrenaline. Comes at a cost, but I want to get the 4-3 off the board. And oh, well, I'll also just take the trade. I guess actually I can trade a Rush for a Wolf, and then, yeah, you know what? That's actually better. It's better because Moorland Drifter later can be evasive, and that is just better. So let's do that. Basically, we use a card. Well, it's still a card for a card, but it's just a land on his end, so it's less of a problem, I should say. But that's all right. We're still looking good. Might have to bust the Declaration on the Quilled Wolf. We'll see. So he's only got 2 types. I feel like I'm pretty willing to make this trade. Quildolph's going to be a big problem later. I'm going to make the trade. Like, obviously, Devilthorn Fox is good for the Pack Guardian trade, but I think Quildwolf is going to be a big enough problem later where I want to deal with that. Well, there's a Mad Prophet. Good. I don't really want to use Declaration in Stone on a Pack Guardian, but I think I'm going to take 4 this turn. I think I'm going to be willing to make the trade. I don't want to take 6. And still could be just a little while before I get that Delirium online. No play. All right, well. Oh, that's a good one. Let's do Mad Prophet. Discard Youth. Bust it. Draw. Attack for 5. Oh, wow. Multiple Pack Guardians. Pretty slick. Well, the good news is Declaration in Stone just got a whole lot better. Ah, it's too bad. It's like he knew. It's like he heard me. Nobody expects the second Pack Guardian. So I might just take all the damages here. Yeah, I don't want to, but I don't want to chump either. I don't want to ditch anything because I kind of want the Fox in case I don't draw the land. So we're just going to take it. It's a lot of damage. No doubt. No doubt. Fork in the road. All right. So he's digging for land. He has missed land drops for a little while, but then again, I guess we have too. Have we not? Harvest Hand. Sure. All right. Ooh. That's a spicy meatball. So I think we actually want to do that on our turn. Because if I get the land... Well, I guess it doesn't change anything, does it? Well, if he has a combat trick, though, yeah, we want to make sure we can kill that Pack Guardian. Spectral Shepherd. That's not bad, actually. Get us another flyer. And it can block Inspector. Might have to actually... We'll see. I think I might have to be willing to ditch the Fox to find the 5th land at this point. All right. Purging my Mad Prophet. Well, I'm actually pretty happy he busted the Purge. He's going to be able to give his Inspector Menace. I'm not sure that matters. Ooh, Veteran Cathar on the other hand. That guy's a little bit of a problem. Let's see here. Now the lands are flowing, huh? Alright, so now we got a... Well... If he gets a land, he gets to equip plus Devil Strike, which is pretty good. So let's say he gets a 6th land, he equips here and attacks. We have to double block, and then he gets to double strike. He can kill both regardless, right? So I guess the play is just swing with Spectral Shepherd. He's got 1 card left in hand. I could also just take 6 and then bust the Declaration in stone, which is not the worst. That might actually be my best move. So we're going to take 6. If he pumps. So he's not pumping, which implies he has a follow-up play. Ooh, that's a good one. All right, so we're going to have to bust the Declaration in stone on the Veteran Cathar. We didn't want to draw a land there, but I kind of, since we missed land drops for a while, I'm kind of just not surprised that we did. But unfortunately, we have to bust the Declaration of Stone there, and we can't attack, both of which are very problematic. And we give him a draw card, or a draw effect. Pretty unideal. I don't want to block the wolf, but I guess at this point we're drawing to Archangel Avacyn. He gets to kill both of our guys, too. I guess that doesn't work then. Let's block like this. Oh, wait, he doesn't kill both of our guys. He just kills one. Yeah, I guess we trade. Oh, combat trick too? Bummer. We're toast now. Oh, it doesn't do any good. We're not going to show it to him. We are toast. All right. Lost to green-white humans. Somehow felt behind that whole game. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but it did sort of feel that way, didn't it? We felt very behind the whole time, and I'm not exactly sure why. I haven't figured out yet why. Oh, maybe it was it was probably the Pack Guardians. Pack Guardians put us behind pretty badly. So now I have to be conscious of that, which is a problem. But Stensia Masquerade helps a lot with that, I guess. Why don't we just play the Find Archangel Avacyn game and then we win? I think, yeah, that seems agreeable. Let's do that. All right, play first. Yeah, his hand is satisfactory. It's pretty difficult for me to get Delirium. We have the neonates, which do help. Byway Courier is a good card. Ah, neonate. There you go. That helps. So I presume the play is chump with neonate, ditch a land, start working towards that delirium. He can eat up all of his mana. If we block the Drifter on the Veteran Cathar. But he could just have the combat trick, so I think we're just going to go like this. Ah, we do run a really powerful card, don't we? That's right. Still want to keep swinging with the Shepherd. I don't want him to think I... No, he's not going to predict that I have an Archangel Avacyn, but if I keep the Spectral Shepherd back, it is kind of presumed that I have something, right? So it's better to be unsuspecting. My opponent is absolutely correct. That is entirely not fair. I guess since it's indestructible, I don't really care. Question is, of course, do I play around the Silver Strike? Probably not. Looks like my opponent does not even kind of care about leaving that illusion up. So, alright, let's get in with our bad boys. Do I even need a 6th land? I guess not, huh? Whatever. Do I need to sandbag a land for anything? No. Tormenting Voice. Alright. And I guess one of our mini neonates as well. All right. Well, there's an example of beating a superior deck because Archangel Avacyn is unfair, as my opponent pointed out. Well, I mean, Chasm gets by blockers. Problem is, Pack Guardian... I mean, it still works against Pack Guardian. You play Magmatic Chasm, and even if he has Pack Guardian, he brings it in and it still can't block. But I'm not entirely convinced I care about that, I guess. We don't have a great deck against our opponent. We don't have a lot of spot removal. Dual Shot does not deal with things. He's got multiple Pack Guardians. So we really have to fly over top. Basically, we have to draw Archangel Avacyn. Let's be honest. That's what it really is. I could do Stern Constable. That's pretty bad too, though. I mean, we've got some madness, just not nearly enough. All right. Yeah, I guess this is it. All right. Got ourselves a nice hand here. I like it. We draw a neonate, and we're looking super sexy. I will settle for a fox. Ah, True Fate Sensor. Very good. Ah, Byway Courier. That's a good one. I think I'm actually going to bust out the Vessel here. Time to get some flyers online. We can still block the Byway Courier if he equips with the Sensor, so that's not a big deal. Ah, Toppelgeist. It's pretty good. Uh-oh, he's got a follow-up play too? Bonkers. Inexorable Bob. So inexorable. Problem is I can't kill it because I can't cast Fiery Temper, and he's going to be able to equip it, which is definitely a problem. Second Declaration and Stone it, which still seems bad. Blood Mad Vampire, which I guess is the play. So we have to go full defense mode. So we just block here. That's not a huge deal. I mean, it's kind of what we wanted anyway, right? Mad Prophet. Well, we're going to need this, so we're playing it. Not using it yet, though. We can afford to take some damage from Toppelgeist for a little bit. Our priority is... well, our priority is finding Archangel Avacyn, but after that, it's finding good opportunities to use our removal. And stuff like that. So I guess I can use Fiery Temper. I'm not really intimidated by that. That's good. Okay. Hey, you know what? We're actually in pretty good shape here. So now we get to bust out Vessel. Oh, that was a good draw too. All right. So the play is continue to chill out. I have Archangel Avacyn mana up too, which has got to be intimidating. Yes. Look at that illusion. Isn't that the most beautiful illusion you've ever seen? So, I got to think about the play now. So, we're going to use Mad Prophet. I think we're going to use Vessel too. If I want to use Vessel, though, I can only use Fiery Temper, which means maybe I could take out the Toppelgeist because he can equip that and make it a 2/2 Vigilance, which is going to put a stop to our flyers. However, he can make some better attacks. That's not a huge deal, though. I'd rather deal with the flyer, I think. So let's just deal with the flyer. He's so many card types away from... Like I said, I really think the True Faith Sensor on the Toppelgeist is going to be just an annoyance that we don't want to deal with, since we can deal with all of his other flyers. Or all of his other creatures, I should say. Take that out. Draw a card. And bust Vessel. Untap. So I think now we can play... We don't need a sixth land, I guess. So why don't we just bash in with flyers, play Fox. Although Yeah, I guess it's fine. I think we're just going to take the harvest hand. Actually, never mind. Basically, get a free card draw plus a block. It seems worth it. Cathar's a good draw. All right. I think we're probably going to deal with the recruiter. I'm trying to think how much of an annoyance recruiter is. It's a pretty big annoyance. I can also attack with incorrigible youths. Start taking out a human or two. And that lets me follow up with emissary, which is actually really good here. I think I'm going to do that. We're going to do youths. These two. Because I think getting humans off the board is more important. He also doesn't have Pack Guardian mana up. And I think he just wants to bust a clue. Not a big deal. We wanted to take out the Parish Blade anyway. So we let that happen. He takes damage. Things happen. We play Emissary. So now we have a fleet. I think we actually save the declaration. Like, I could take out Recruiter now. I don't think we're going to. I don't think it's worth it. He's going to have his mana occupied, I think. He's going to have his mana tied up here for a little while. How does his Inspector die? I didn't think about. He shouldn't have double. The double block was a big mistake there. He thought I had a combat trick. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that was a bad block on his part. He should have. I mean, if he wanted to make me play, not even make me play a trick, he should have blocked something where only one thing was going to die if he was worried about a trick. Because instead he made it where I didn't have to play a trick and I killed two things, which totally was not worth it for him. Especially getting two of his valuable humans off the board with Scrounge Scythe and True Faith Sensor. Now the mighty have fallen since I don't care about Pack Guardian, since I'm just destroying him from above, and I have an out to any sort of like big flying threat that I'd otherwise be unable to deal with. And we have Delirium too, which is pretty nasty. He can flip his Recruiter. Not a big deal. I think we're just going to use Prophet now. All right. Let's get in there. All right. That's not a huge deal. Actually going to get in these. Still sandbagging the lands for Mad Prophet and Tormenting Voice, if we come across those. And like I said, basically just waiting on Declaration in Stone until we absolutely need it. I'm going to block this because I want more flyers. I guess 3, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. I would have been able to kill him if he didn't have a follow-up play, but not a big deal. Let's, well, I mean, I can still Declaration in Stone. Yeah, it's worth it at this point. All right. Well, got there with opponent, and like I said, just the fear of Archangel Avacyn was, I think, enough to win Game 3. He saw it in Game 2. I left open 5 mana, and he was like, I can't attack if he has Archangel Avacyn. So really just, that's why the card is so powerful. You can't even, like, attack into an opponent with 5 mana open just for the fear of, well, if he has it, I lose the game. If he doesn't, then I'm fine. You know, it really is that much of a game changer, you know? So this is really an example, like I said, of an opponent who I think had a superior deck. It was just very cohesive, very good green-white humans, but right on the back of an Archangel Avacyn is all you needed, whether it be actually having it or just putting the fear into your opponent. Pretty amazing. All right, we'll see you in the finals.